Hi everybody, welcome to our video where we are going to be learning about Venn diagrams. Venn diagrams are a way of picturing relationships between different groups of things. So let's look at this first example. It says, students were surveyed on whether they took health class or music class. The Venn diagram shows the results. So we've got the students here that took health, and then the students that took music, and the one in the middle, those are the students that took both health and music. Okay. So the first one says how many students took health class. Okay, well we can see that there's 51 students that took health, but also we need to count the students that took both because they are also in health, and that would be 75. How many students took music class? Okay, well there's 20 here and then the both, so we'll take 20 plus 24, which gives us 44. C says how many students took both health and music class. Well, both would be in the middle, so that's just 24. Now it says how many students took health or music. So when we look back up to the question here, it says students were surveyed on whether they took health class or music class, right? So all of the students in our Venn diagram in the circles are taking health or music, right? So we're going to add up 51 plus 24 plus 20, which gives us 95 students. Then it says, what do you think the number 16 represents? So if you didn't notice, there's a little 16 right there. So what does that represent? Well, those are the students that do not take health or music. Students that do not take health or music. Right, because in the survey, they were asked if they took health or music. So here's the students that took health, here's the students that took both, here's the ones that took music, but then the 16 are the students that didn't take either of those things. So knowing that, it says how many students total were surveyed. Okay, well, we've got everyone on the inside of the circles. That's 95 students. And then all of the students on the outside of the circles, that would be 16 of them. So 111 students were surveyed. All right, so let's go to the next problem. Number 10 says that a survey of 887 households found that 270 households have a dog, 326 have a cat, and 81 have both. And then it wants us to complete the Venn diagram. So we've got the people who have dogs, and we've got the people who have cats, and we can't forget the people who have both. So right away, we do know that it says 81 have both, okay? So when it says that 270 households have a dog, well, we need to take the 270 minus 81 because we're only wanting to know the people that have just a dog for the left side. So that would be 189. So 189 people have a dog, just a dog. Okay, and then same thing with cats. So 326 people have a cat, but they could have both. So we need to get rid of that number. So that'd be 245. So 245. All right. So we do need to remember, though, the number that goes here, right? Because they did survey 887 households. So what about the people that don't have any pets at all? So let's take 887 minus the people that have a dog, minus both, minus the cats, and that would be 372 people. So 372 people didn't have any. All right, so what's the probability that one of the households surveyed, chosen at random, has a dog and a cat? Okay, well that's the people that have both, a dog and a cat, so that's 81 out of the total 887. What is the probability that one of the households surveyed, chosen at random, has a dog or a cat? Okay, well they could have a dog or a cat, or they could have both. So that would be 189 plus 81 plus 245, and that would be 515 people. So 515 out of 887 would be the probability that chosen at random one of the households has a dog or a cat. All right. So let's look at this one here. It actually wants us to draw a Venn diagram to represent this situation. So it says out of 200 students, 120 are taking research methods, 56 are taking sculpture, and 16 are taking both. All right. So I already drew my circles here. So I just drew them as best as I could. I'm not much of an artist. And I labeled one side to be research methods and the other side to be sculpture. All right. So the biggest thing I think to notice right away is that there are the people that are taking both of those classes. So it helps to put that in the middle, I think, first, because then like for research methods, okay, well, we know 120 are taking research methods minus the both. So that would be 104. Then we've got 56 taking sculpture, but we've got to minus the both. So that would be 40. Okay, and then remember it does say up here out of 200 students. So we do need to find the number that goes right here for the students that didn't take either of those classes. We need to take 200 minus 104 minus 16 minus 40. So that would be 40 students didn't take either of those classes. So now it says, what is the probability that one randomly selected student is taking only research methods? Okay, so let's look here. These are the students right here, the 104. They only take research methods. They're not taking both, and they're not taking sculpture, and they're not taking neither, right? So I'm going to write 104 out of our total, which is 200. Then it says, what is the probability that one randomly selected student is not taking research methods or sculptures? Well, how many students are taking either of those classes? That would be right here, 40 of them. So that'd be 40 out of a 200 chance that the randomly selected student is not taking either of those classes. All right, so that's the end of our video where we talked about Venn diagrams. I hope this helped, and have a good day.